Is it fair to say you saw enough good things out of Gerardo that you want to see him again in a starting role?
Yeah, I think so. I think he did a really good job, especially not being built out to throw that, you know, 80, 90 pitches. I mean, he was up to 75 today, and I thought he did a really good job. I think next time out, he'd obviously get a little deeper in his pitch count. But even then, I thought at the end he was still throwing the ball pretty good, and he was in command the whole day. I thought he did a really good job for us.
Is there anything in particular the bottom part of the lineup was able to figure out as opposed to the top? It seemed like, Izzy and Guzzi both had some things figured out as far as offensively.
Yeah, no, they had good at-bats. I think, Guzzi had a couple of quality ones, especially with 2 strikes. It's nice to see Guzzi get a couple hits there. That guy doesn't give up much damage to righties, and he almost hit a home rob him. They got some good pitches to hit at the end, and, yeah, they did a good job. We typically get a lot of production, down at the bottom, which carries over into the top of our lineup. And, we just didn't really get much of anything going today. We had them, from the first inning. I thought, we had them kind of on the ropes there, first and third, nobody out. And to not capitalize in that inning and have a big inning kind of impacted the rest of the game. Kind of put us back a little bit and gave them kind of hope to say, okay, we can score a couple runs and get ahead. And it's kind of what happened. And obviously that 5th inning, was a big one for us. We just couldn't seem to stop the bleed, and they hit a couple balls hard, but also the ground balls found holes. The ground ball down the line. If that's right to Cabrera, we turn a double play, the inning's over. So a little unfortunate, but we just got to come out tomorrow and get a W.
So the 2 big things it seems with Gerardo over last year is using the high fastball more than and lowered the percentage of sinkers. And the second thing, it looks like he's got a better command of his off-speed pitches. Is that correct?
Fair. Yeah, this is pretty much it. And I think the intent behind his pitches, I think he's not just relying on his sinker like he used to. And adding the 4-seamer at the top of the zone has really, really helped make not only his sinker better, but he's got the swing and miss capability, which he didn't have in the past. And then, the ability to throw his off-speed at any count. We talked about that, pitching backwards at times with certain hitters. Allows him to get into the count with strikes, and then he can use his sinker and his high 4-seamer effectively to kind of – the balls tend to get on hitters now instead of before guys were kind of right on them.
Yeah, Calhoun hit the ball hard again today, even though some balls were caught. How do you feel about just what you've seen so far of him, and do you think is it fair to say maybe he's figured the pro level out so far from what you've seen?
Yeah, no, I think so. I mean, he's had really quality at bats ever since he's gotten here. He hit 2 balls hard, one at the second base and one at the first baseman today for outs. He's been impressive. I mean, he impressed me all spring training. He didn't have a whole lot of results to show for spring training, but he hit the ball hard in spring training, and he carried that over into obviously AAA in Nashville. He did really well. He was the best player. He's their best hitter by far, and came in here and the quality of the takes, the quality of the swings on the fastball and on the breaking balls. He seems to kind of be on everything, and it's a good sign of a really good hitter, and hopefully he just continues it.